Okay, so let's look on that trapezium area, and we'll just remove the leaves for now so we can easier see what's happening to our branches. And when they're starting from the bud, the branch is growing initially to the bud directions. With a vertical trunk, allowed us to adjust in what direction is growing. So for example, let's go to pop-up, please, a little bit higher. And you can see how it's going more towards vertical, and we're going 0. It will just spread a little bit out. So it's more adjusting on a vertical position of the trunk. But of course, as branches is growing, they're affecting by the gravity. And this is areas of gravitation. It's what will affect in a way it is the growing. So the gravitational angle parameters define the target angle of the gravitational effect. So for example, if we're going and increase angle a little bit more, you can see they will start bunching and kind of spreading. Okay, let's go back to our 20% example. Okay, our influence is parameter control string over gravitational effect. So again, if we're going pop up a little bit higher, you can see there's less spread and more going up. We're going all the way to 1. And let's maybe increase lift. Okay, take a little bit time till it's rendered. And you can see instead going all the way up, the kind of gravity is a little bit higher with angle. Gravity's effect higher on this. And it's spread, creating a little bit more flat kind of bush-like effect. Okay, so we can go back to maybe about 25 on this, and let's set this down. Okay, so this way we're growing a little bit up, and gravitation does not affect as much. And of course, as the branch is growing, they're growing more towards the lights where is present, and phototropism influence, it is responsible to creating branches more orientated towards the light. So if we have our light subject or a sun in specific areas, we can affect, and in this way the plant will grow more towards the lights. Okay, let's go 0, and now it's spread evenly, does not going towards lights. Okay, and our adjustment, the bud placements, we have at sides, and you notice where the branch is growing from the buds, it is going on which sides adjustment, so we can spread a bit more chaotic, and you can see how they're going from the buds spreading from our branches. And we also can control up and down kind of more ways are favorable for them to grow. Again, we can go very ridiculous and create quite a bit angling effect, same, or we can go back to 0 and creating more smooth transitions right there as they're growing on an angle. So you can right there, you can observe. Again, all of these properties will you kind of start understanding them more as you work in creating your own plant. Overall, all of this, it is trying to simulate the plant. I would recommend, if you want to create plant from the existing, go look over and see how much they're affecting, how the branches and buds, how they're connecting, which way they're going, so you can go inside and adjustments. And always remember, when you're creating a plant for variation, do add little bit parameters inside the randomization. So this way, right here, the parameters on randomizations, so that way it will be a little bit more natural from each species. On this case, when you export in view and creating, they will look the same, but the variation will be nice in creating all these different plants.